Thank you, thank you. Right, we're now going to come to our feature poet. I first came across Markey Mark when we were both, I think, forgotten on a Zoom what we're doing. We were down to do it, and the host was, should we say, out of her face, I think, is an actual apps thing for it, and forgot us, and someone else had to remind them. And yeah, so would you please give a warm welcome to Markey Mark?
Woo, Mark.
Hi, thank you. And it's great that so many of you have turned out. I do wonder whether I'd scare you all off at about 4 would turn up, but it's fantastic to see you all here and some brilliant poetry. I've tried to mix and match a little bit tonight, something old, something new, but I'm going to start off with one of my favourites. It's called Pineapple Fritter and Chips, and this is about, although I was an Essex lad, I spent quite a bit of time up in Northumberland, and this is one of my memories of Northumberland. In a northeastern town where the pits have long since closed down and a big Geordie scrapes coal from the head of the mine, there stands a chip shop that smells so divine, where I sat on whitewashed windowsills at lunchtime. The smell of battered fish, of pies and sausage mingled and lingered with the vinegar and salt splashed on the hot chips and the bags of battered bits. In my shorts I would sit holding my wooden fork in hand, admiring the golden potatoes and the batter on the ring of pineapple atop the portion of steaming in my lap. The vinegar pooled in the bottom, dragging grains of salt with it. The blow of the chip, gingerly nibbling the end in anticipation of burning sensation on my lip, and the explosion of taste in my buds as I devoured those fried chipped spuds. The batter, crispy but soggy on the inside, gave up the sweetness of the pineapple ring where it did hide. The juice, as I bit it, rolled around my tongue, clearing the palate of the sharpness the chips had brung. Now customers came to and fro to buy the last of the food to go. I watched as Mum served up golden heaven in newspaper, which enhanced the vapour. Soon would come the polis. There were two, standing drinking tea and having a free lunch to incentivise them to stay while takings were counted for the day. I finished my chips, the smell so divine, the greasy paper and damp residue is all that's left behind. And now I'm a man, and those days are long gone. But as soon as I smell that unmistakable aroma, I'm back in a northeastern town on the windowsill with pineapple fritter and chips and the occasional bag of battered bits. Right, this next one really kind of speaks for itself, and it was one that I did a while back. I've performed it a few times. I'm not going to say much more. It will tell you what it's about. It's called Bullied for Life. I wanted to punch them in the face. Yeah, I wanted to hurt another member of the human race. I wanted to hit them and keep hitting them until their face bled crimson red, nose distorted, my boot mark on their head, smashing and bashing and crashing and releasing all my anger, my energy until they stop. But stopping wasn't enough. I wanted to hurt them, to abuse them, batter and bruise them, to keep on hitting until I drop. I wanted them to stop bullying, name-calling, the sly remarks, the hurt inside that caused the feelings to die. But I'd just stand there and take it. You see, I didn't dare hit them back. I was too scared they might hit me, punch me, kick me, break my back. Emotions were running high. I would stand there and I would just cry. I so wanted to die. The thought of getting caught and getting into trouble used to make my stomach tighten and bubble. The fear knotted inside of me was as bad as the pain of the names. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. Wise words from those who hadn't a clue, who did not face it day in, day out. Strong people who could give the bully a clout, the people bully stayed away from, detecting instantly who they could hurt and who would punch their lights out. Fat twat, fatty, fatty, hey, fatty, bum, bum, crybaby. The list went on. Every day, every way, they could drive linguistic knives to slay, knowing they hurt and that I was weak. Every word cut in my body, the whole physique shook, clenched fist, trying to resist and trying to ignore them. But they hit me and cut me with more insults and abuse, words that started to disturb and making threats to keep me at heel. And I was never sure whether they were real, but to me, at the time, they were very real. Man up, you're too sensitive, parents would say. They had no idea how those words would feel, how to make that pain go away. I had no idea how long those memories would take to heal. Every morning, a brand new day, go to school, more of the same, slowly driving me insane. I shouldn't have depression at 11 years old. I remember Dad speaking to the doctor, explaining I was depressed, distressed. Yeah, I was a fucking mess. Make him laugh, the doctor said, as if that would cure the hatred inside that wanted me dead, the memories and the fear of running through my head. I wanted to cry. Now, the only reason that I didn't die was because I was too scared to try. The desperate angst in my body, in my mind, leaving Mum and Dad and knowing they would be sad. Fuck it, there I go again, thinking of how others felt, not wanting to hurt anyone, taking all the self-blame. What if I failed and it didn't work, and having to face the bully again? So instead, I lose myself in music in the safety of my home, where no one can reach me, and I can be alone. The headphones blaring dulcet tones from bands that spoke to me and painted pictures of the underdog's fight, gave me words to describe my plight. They spoke to me of love and fight, of feeling all right, dreaming of wires and presenting arms, a 1 in 10 and invisible suns. The rest of my life, well, it panned out the same. Useless at everything, A for effort, but little to gain. Having to show restraint when over and over it happens again, where I hurt inside with this cutting pain as time ebbs away down the train. But now I can kill them and inflict pain from deep within my dyslexic brain, slaying them with words, killing them with prose. Open the mic, let this sage go, destroying their secrets that only I know, killing the bullies one by one, on the page and on the stage. Their day of reckoning has finally come, and in my head, I've finally won.
Wow.
Okay, this next one, when I wrote it, I didn't know how it would go down, and it turned out to be quite a popular one that people really liked. And it's a combination of I'm a bit of a Prodigy fan, and I was talking to my daughter one day, and we were messing around with some ideas, and she said, "Well, Dad, why don't you write this to Prodigy Firestarter?" So I kind of use that as a little bit of a theme. It's called Fartinator. I am the fartinator, methane detonator, sprout incinerator, cabbage masticator. I am a fartinator, methane generator, planet decimator, face reshaper, silent creeper. I'm the grim reaper. I'm the fartinator, purveyor of vapors, smell shaper, arsehole vapor, antisocial bugle blower, smell sower, midnight crower. I am the fartinator, noise regurgitator, stomach bubbler, bottom mumbler, corduroy flapper, plastic chair cracker, sonic rapper, cheek slapper. I am the fartinator, bath bubble mixer, smelly elixir, fart flicker, noisy ripper, room stripper, smell of drains, rhyming proclaims, lottery dealer, Buffy squealer, deathly dealer, wind peeler. I am the fartinator, oxygen stealer, contentment feeler, gas blaster, master, flatulence caster. Thank you. Right, and then I thought I'd come kind of right up to date, because usually I put some stuff on my Facebook page around this time of a group of poems that I wrote that were really about commemorating those that have fallen. I haven't done it this year because I've been working on other projects, but I'd like to read you this one. It's called Passchendaele, and it's about a guy called Edgar Mobbs, who in Northampton is a bit of a legend, and he was a rugby player. and he went to serve and he was a black rugby player, highly decorated in the war. And of course, he went to serve with other rugby players, and he never returned. And Passchendaele particularly was a horrendous place. There was some 50,000 people died just getting there. They died in the mud. It was taking 10 and 15 people to pull someone out of the mud. It took 26 horses to pull a gun through that mud. So you can imagine what they were up against. This is called Passchendaele. Hail and rain, mud all around, machine gun clack, no turning back. It's Passchendaele. Men dying in bullet hails, shouts and pain and wails. It's Passchendaele. Over the top to certain death, 6,000 men lay in mud, oozing blood. Passchendaele. Edgar Mobb's the hero of our hour. Over the top for a machine gun stop. Cut down in his prime, dying in thick sludge and grime. Hero second to none. Passchendaele. Men of rugby will play no more. Casualties of war. Passchendaele. War on an unprecedented scale. Men never came back to tell their tale. Passchendaele. Families cry and wail. Their loved ones fall on foreign ground. Many of them never found. Just memorials of this horrific killing ground. Passchendaele. Today, forests grow and peace flows in this tranquil place where the battle took place. Passchendaele.